Iga Swiatek crashed out of the Australian Open in the third round, her worst Grand Slam result in 18 months. Iga Swiatek became the victim of the latest upset at the Australian Open as the world number 1 was stunned by 19-year-old Linda Noskova. The Czech teenager is making her main draw debut in Melbourne and she stunned the four-time major winner 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 to reach the second week. It marks Swiatek's earliest loss at a Grand Slam since Wimbledon 2022. The first week of the Australian Open has been full of upsets. And the biggest of them all came on the final day of third-round action as top seed Swiatek was stunned by Noskova. The world number 50 lost in the first round of qualifying here 12 months ago but managed to pull off the shock of the tournament this time round as she came from a set down to oust the top seed. Noskova showed that she could prove dangerous for Swiatek as she had 2 break points in the fourth game of the match. Though they were both saved by the world number 1. It was Noskova whose serve was broken in the opening set as Swiatek took it 6-3 but the teenager started to settle into the match. After saving break points across 2 of her service games, the young Czech star suddenly sprung into life and broke Swiatek at the end of the second set, serving it out to force a decider. Noskova looked to capitalize on her momentum as she got an early break in the third but play was momentarily paused when a spectator left the stands after becoming unwell. The disruption clearly disturbed the 19-year-old as Swiatek immediately broke back. But the nerves never truly kicked in for Noskova, who remained fearless and continued to put pressure on the world number 1 serve until she was rewarded for her efforts, taking a 4-3 lead. Noskova's first serve suddenly abandoned her as she stepped up to serve for the biggest win of her young career and Swiatek had an opening at 0-30. But the world number 50 refused to go away and fired down an ace at the perfect time, sealing a 3-set comeback victory to reach the last 16 and cause the biggest upset of the tournament. The Australian Open debutante was in tears as she celebrated her victory, covering her face with her towel before stepping back onto the court for her interview. "I'm speechless. Obviously I knew it's going to be an amazing match with the world number 1 and such a player but I didn't really think it would end up like this," an emotional Noskova said.